We're reporting live from Todds Leap Activity Centre in Ballygawley. Now, apparently 2 weeks ago, Santa was on one of his test runs. He was overhead, he was flying by, and unfortunately his reindeer got entangled in a 500-metre zip wire and the sleigh crashed to the ground. Now, thankfully, the reindeers have not been hurt, but they are recovering from the stress and the trauma. And indeed, I have to say, Dancer in particular is making a full recovery after spraining one of his hooves when he became entangled in that wire. The sleigh, unfortunately, has been damaged. This comes at the worst possible time for Santa. He's trying to get back to the North Pole to ensure that his Christmas deliveries are carried out on Christmas Eve. Well, I'm here with Santa and also Benny O'Hanlon, who's the owner of Todds Leap Activity Centre. Benny, you were the first person on the scene. You managed to retrieve the sleigh. You took it to your garage for inspection. What is the state of play with the sleigh now?
Sleigh is badly damaged. The sleigh it's got a bad knock, but our mechanics are working on it. They're working on the suspension, they're working on the steering and so on. We're going to convert it into four-wheel drive, and we hope to have it ready to go back to the North Pole, but it will be able to do the visits, the supermarkets, the charity visits and so on before Christmas, but we're working hard. It's not looking good, but what can we do? We can do only do our best.
Well, he will be here for a while. Santa, I know you're dozing there, you're watching the film, you're apprehensive, you're concerned. Are you worried about being here for too long?
Well, hello, Frankie. Lovely to finally meet you. Oh,
lovely meeting you, Santa.
Oh, thank you very much.
How worried are you?
Well, I'm not too worried, you see, because Benny here has offered one of the cabins that we can stay in. This, of course, here at Todds Leap. Yes, marvellous. Oh, now, not only that, he said he would fly in Mrs Claus and the rest of the elves, you see. We will stay here at Todds Leap at Winter Wonderland.
Santa, your excitement never wanes, my friend. It never wanes. You've heard it first here. The elves will be taking over at Todds Leap Activity Centre. As you can see, there are already two of them here. The hard-working ones are the ones that are going to be flowing in. Elves to the fore. Oh, I know what you guys are looking for. You're looking for elfies. Yeah, right. Let's take an elfie. And a very happy Todds Leap Christmas to you.
Let me take a selfie.
'Twas 2 weeks before Christmas, when out on a test drive, Santa's sleigh and its reindeer took a nosedive. And through the wintry skies it rolled, suddenly spiralling out of control. Breaking their fall, Rudolph's hoof became tangled. From a 500-metre zip line they dangled. Poor old Santa, he wasn't so jolly, hung over the valley at Todds Leap, Ballygawley. On making his way to Todds Leap the next morning, the owner came first on the scene without warning. And what to his wandering eye would appear? From his zip line hung a sleigh with 9 reindeer. He called for his staff, who came in a flash. They freed poor old Santa, his dear and toy stash. But another dilemma it soon would unfold. How would Santa return to the North Pole? With 9 traumatized deer and a broken down sleigh, at Todds Leap, dear Santa would now have to stay. So he phoned up Mrs Claus and said,
"Send the elves over. I'll pick them up at the airport in Benny's Land Rover."
At Todds Leap, the elves soon settled down well. In cosy log cabins they now all would dwell. Having built a new workshop, they hammer the toys that Santa will bring to good girls and good boys. But when the elves finish their work at the end of the day, there's nothing they like more than to play. Driving the Land Rovers and paintballing each other, the mischievous lot get up to much bother. Benny's fit to be tied with his unwanted squatters, who've turned Todds Leap into Santa's headquarters. And although he'd prefer if his workforce behaved, Santa's just happy that Christmas is saved. So if you're near Ballygawley before Christmas Day, you might see the elves at their work and their play, or Mrs Claus baking cookies, and the reindeer asleep, and Santa so happy in his home at Todds Leap.
Come on, everybody! Santa is waiting! Are you ready to see Santa? I said, are you ready to see Santa? Let's go!